Most of us got our feet wet in a newsroom or a TV station. So the idea is that you're supposed to think like a journalist. And so you're trying to think of the stories that they're going to want to, that are going to be worth them telling. The bridge is great, but what journalists are looking for is access or something new. They're looking for contacts. They're looking for that something unusual. So as a PR person, for a destination like San Francisco where there are a lot of famous things, they kind of want to go beyond that. For us at San Francisco Travel Association, we have 6 areas we like to concentrate on. If you've been on the website, have you guys been on the new website? They're listed on the website. Does anybody know what those 6 areas are? Okay, one is green, travel, because it's important to meeting planners. And the convention market makes up 33% of the visitors that dump money into the city. The other one is the cultural things, arts and culture, anything musical, a lot of arts, theater. The third one is gay travel. The pink dollar is almighty. And it used to be that San Francisco, and it seems like a no-brainer, like duh, it's gay capital of the world, but that's not true. I mean, Sydney's vying for it. Austin, Texas of all people, is vying for that dollar, so there's a lot more competition. Gay men in particularly are usually dual income, no kids. They have a lot of disposable income. They like to travel. They're a very lucrative market. The fourth one is the neighborhoods, because we've done research and we find out that if people do more than the Golden Gate Bridge and ride a cable car and shop on Union Square, if they go out into the outlying neighborhoods, they're going to stay longer. If they stay longer, that means they're going to be dropping more money in the city. So it's very strategic. The fifth one is the iconic stuff. If China is a new emerging market for us, so a lot of consumers coming from China haven't seen the Golden Gate Bridge, they haven't ridden a cable car. So for those newbies and traveling, they do want to have that experience. So we're still marketing the Golden Gate Bridge. For the riders coming out of China, we'll do those basic things for them. I also stick them on a tour called the Fire Engine Tour, because that Americana stuff for a Chinese journalist, that they have this 1955 shiny red Mack fire engine, and the people who conduct this tour are very animated, and it's just the kind of thing that they're looking for. So again, you're trying to find out what your market is looking for, what the journalists want to see. Usually it involves a news story, so you kind of have to dig deep. An example of kind of unusual marketing is the green story. It's really boring showing composting bins and showing people picking up garbage. So one of the things I came up with for a green story that got picked up by the New York Post and a lot of other publications was the idea of recycled furniture. And that is, or I called it refurbished furniture. And we had a lot of restaurants that had like common tables like this, or they'll have a backdrop and they're all made from weird things, like an old house from 1850s Japan that was torn down. So instead of getting rid of the wood, they made it into something different. It was recycled, it was repurposed, it had a reincarnation as something different. Or the tables and chairs at Olympic Bar on Haight Street they come from the stadium chairs at Kezar Stadium. So, as a PR person, you're always trying to keep your ear open for those little nuggets that you can use later. I'll just write things down as I hear them. I'll think, oh, that's a great story. We just came up with a press release about San Francisco in the movies, because a lot of directors have filmed in San Francisco, but the most interesting thing about movies made in San Francisco is that it's documented the changing skyline. And San Francisco is becoming very sophisticated. It's very difficult to find an industrial scene. I mean, there still are neighborhoods that are, but they're being redeveloped. So these places are drying up. So before the Loma Prieta earthquake, the ferry building, how many of you have been to the ferry building? Okay, before 2003, it was blight. It was empty. It had this horrible freeway. No one wanted to go there. It was just horrible. And now it's like the crown jewel of tourism. Everybody wants to go there and go to the farmer's market. So